Hello, and welcome to another update video on Ethereum. Quick reminder here on the daily time frame. I mean, it's entirely possible that Circle Wave 4 is complete. It might have topped today, or not necessarily today. It was yesterday, actually. Yeah, depending on your time zone. But yeah, it is possible that this Wave 4 topped, and we are now in a fifth wave to the downside. And that fifth wave should take us to round about 2,258. We might not quite get there. We'll talk about microstructures once we have really further confirmation that wave 4 has topped. Quick reminder, and you will see that now mapped out in detail on the smaller time frame. Quick reminder, fifth wave to the downside is an A, B, C structure. So if we now see a little bit more downside momentum, it might represent the A wave of the fifth wave. Then we could get a B wave bounce and a C wave down. That is exactly how I have labeled it, on the smaller time frame as well. I think it's important to recognize that the move to the downside is a diagonal pattern in wave C. Someone said to me earlier today that we should be very close to the low. I'm wrong. Well, I mean, I'm considering that, right? One more low could technically complete that C wave. I haven't, it's on the chart, guys. But obviously there is no low until we see at least a micro 5-wave move up. The last time the market gave us a noticeable 5-wave move to the upside, well, that was in October. And actually it started in September. It started end of September. It lasted a couple of weeks. This was a 5-wave move up, but you know what? Then the 10th of October flash crash happened and it got destroyed. And since then, the market has been in a downtrend and there hasn't been any noticeable 5-wave move up. That's not a problem. It just means, and those are important signals to us, because without a 5-wave move up, there is no uptrend. Okay, there's no upside reversal. And so from an Elliott Wave point of view, we're still in this downtrend, which also just is very obvious, right? We're moving in a trend channel. I have no reason I'm not married to this scenario. We don't need one more low. But with only a 3-wave move up, there's currently nothing that would tell me that something more bullish is playing out. Now, what could play out, which is very realistic, is a wider wave 4 that can still play out. We were tracking this as an ABC structure to the upside. It did that. All good. Yeah, tick in the box. Now, this could always be just the A wave of the larger wave 4. Then we get a B wave pullback and then a C wave up, and it extends everything before we go down further. This might lead to a break out of the upper boundary line of the trend channel, but we could still stay within resistance, which is between 29.54 and 35.53. So let's take a look at the smaller time frame for ETH then. Let's go to the short-term chart. Well, what you see here on the shorter time frame is exactly what I just told you on the larger time frame. So we have a 3-wave move up labeled wave 4. It could have topped. And so the move to the downside then could be circle wave 5, but it would be unfolding as an A, B, C structure. And the A wave might even be an ABC itself. So it could turn to something quite complex. I can tell you that I don't have a 5-wave decline yet. With a 5-wave decline, I could prefer more clearly the yellow scenario. But I still have to keep the door open for a wider wave 4 because we haven't invalidated it. It's just a scenario we have to live with, which just would extend this overall range probably a little bit, yeah. If we really topped in wave 4, then this here could be the A wave down, yeah. But please be aware that as long as we form 3-wave movements to the downside, we could also form a broader A, B, C structure. Nothing would be invalidated. The price can simply move within the parameters, yeah? Now, I have added to the chart parameters for the weekend. Micro resistance is between 30.81 and 31.86. So this would be resistance for the weekend. As long as we stay below it, the short-term pressure is down. If we can hold above 27.45, hold above it, it keeps the door open for a broader wave 4 in the blue scenario. It just keeps it open. So these parameters are relevant for the weekend. If we see a break below 27.45, or if we see a 5-wave decline, it would be more clearly the yellow scenario. At the moment, we have to consider them both, and any 5-wave move up, or even break above resistance, would signal the blue count makes a comeback. To then, support 2,990, 2,917. They might be relevant over the coming days. That's the update on Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. I also invite you to join us on X for additional charts, updates, news, and much more. You can find the link in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.